Among Us is killing it right now, and we can't get enough of it. It's the perfect distraction during this stressful time, helping tons of people to just have fun and relax. Well, maybe not relax. Hey gamers, I'm Patty D, and this is Top 10 Scary Among Us Mysteries, Part 3. Number 10. What are the weather nodes? On the Polis map, there are 6 different locations with nodes. Dark blue cones on metal cylinders. These are weather nodes used in the Fix Weather Nodes task. These nodes have a similar look to a Tesla coil, and you can see at the bottom of the screen when you're doing the task that they are indeed manufactured by Mira. It's suspected that these nodes are being used by Mira to collect data and study the weather on Polis, but it's also been suggested that perhaps the nodes are there to facilitate weather manipulation. Perhaps Mira is attempting to terraform the planet? This would work well alongside the theory of aliens coming from Polis and the crewmates being an invasive species. What do you think? Number 9. Why do so many streamers play this game? Among Us is seriously popular with streamers. At any given time, there are thousands of people streaming this game. When Pokimane streamed this game with AOC, they pulled in a ton of viewers. More recently, during a stream, AOC raised $200,000 for charity. In the early days, this game was streamed by a dude named Soda Poppin, who helped the game rise to popularity. It's just the perfect game for streaming. Your audience will love watching you whether you win or fail, as being the imposter creates this great nefarious feeling, but being a crewmate also creates this nice sense of camaraderie. It's the kind of game that goes down easy and is very accessible, so even the uninitiated can enjoy watching it streamed. Number 8. What do the crewmates eat? Anytime I'm getting really deep and immersed in a game, I'm always reminded of this video I saw where this guy does a breakdown comparing Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. He states one fundamental aspect of realism in a game is found by asking, what do they eat? As any game with world building and settlements will have stuff like bathrooms and a kitchen and other little creature comforts that humans have. Now, other than emergency meetings, we never really get to meet up and have lunch in Among Us, so what's up with the cafeteria? Where does the food come from? Is there like a food dispenser somewhere, or were we supposed to pack lunch before takeoff? I know there's a vending machine on the one map and a slice of pizza, but other than that, I mean, we can't have one pizza going around for everybody. What do you guys think the crewmates eat? Let me know in the comments and we'll discuss it in the next video. Number 7. What officially inspired Among Us? Among Us has been compared with many games including Werewolf and Secret Hitler, but it's actually Mafia that is originally credited as the inspiration. Originally, the game was actually a mobile-only local multiplayer game with a single map. It also originally had no audio to avoid revealing any hidden information to other local players. The game was originally released under the name Space Mafia. They had literally 50 players max and considered abandoning the game multiple times during its development. Among Us has been credited and praised for creating a fun new variation of the classic deception genre. Number 6. How did the game attract so many players? Among Us is a phenomenon. I cannot overstate how popular this game is. They peaked at around 3.8 million players in September, and the servers are actually overloaded at one point, requiring some serious crunch time updates. In August, Innersloth opened a merch store that was sold out within weeks. The combination of COVID keeping us at home, streamers boosting the game's popularity, and it just being a hot take on a classic formula makes this game the recipe for success. Among Us is worldwide with multiple servers and various languages supported. The game even has colorblind options. It's a great example of a developer maximizing the potential of a game. Number 5. All the maps are free now, so why buy DLC? So on mobile devices, this game is free, and on PC, it costs $5. It's actually on sale right now for 20% off. On the mobile version, there are ads, but the PC version has more cosmetic options. So why would you buy the DLC? All the maps are available for free now, but you could still pay for the DLC to unlock some cosmetics. These guys have made millions at this point, so really you'd just be buying to show your support or to say thank you, but I recommend it. Far too often games don't get the support that they need, with stuff like Warframe endlessly losing players despite constant updates, and games like Red Dead Online having a massive player base even though most of the updates have been... Number 4. Why so many customizable settings? In Among Us, there are a ton of settings you can mess with, including player speed, voting time, kill cooldown, imposter vision, and more. Why so many? Well, games can be played with a variety of players, and the vanilla settings are not always the best. For example, when playing with 10 players, you'll likely want to have 2 imposters to prevent the session from ending a little too quickly. It's all about creating the kind of game that you want and balancing things to find what's best. Mostly, you'll just mess around with the discussion time depending on the size of the group. But if you do like to host games, I definitely recommend doing a search online to find the best settings for the number of players that you have. It'll greatly enhance your experience. Number 3. Why is it called Among Us? This game was originally called Space Mafia, as it's based on the basic principles of Mafia, but how did they end up with this name? I read online that the name is actually the product of a name generator. We find it a little too hard to believe. The name is just kind of too perfect. But we're here to provide information and speculation. Number 2. What's all this junk? So there's a task in Among Us called Empty Garbage, known as Empty Chute on the Skeld. Sometimes doing this task you'll notice some strange items in there with the garbage. I mean, the garbage itself is already kind of weird. Is it leaves? Leaves in space, like sucked up by the thrusters on takeoff or something? Anyway, sometimes in there you will notice a totem of undying, which you recognize from Minecraft, and sometimes you can also find a teleporter or a diamond just mixed in there with the trash. These items are actually in reference to the Henry Stickmin games, another game developed by Innersloth. Has this game won any awards? Yes. This game recently won the Breakthrough Award at the Golden Joystick Awards and is also nominated in 2 categories at the upcoming Game Awards on December 10th. Innersloth has also stated that they'll be making an exciting announcement on this day. Among Us is nominated for Best Mobile Game and might actually win over PUBG since the game was recently banned in India earlier this month. However, I expect Genshin Impact is probably going to take that award as it's also surging in popularity and free on mobile like Among Us. Hey gamers, let's take a look at some comments from my last video, Top 10 Scary Among Us Mysteries Part 2. I asked you guys for some ideas for some new roles in the game, like detective or jester. Let's take a look. QC, this guy, says the venter, a crewmate that can vent. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This role sounds perfect to me. It adds an extra layer to the game without really messing with the existing balance in the mechanics. Man, I can't wait to see some more updates for Among Us, like increased player limits. Layla Lamfair says, I think they should add a doctor to revive a crew member 2 times. Yo, I love this idea. There would be even more intense investigation happening. But then again, the person who got killed and then got revived would probably know who the imposter is, so games would probably end a lot faster. It would work really well in the future if they increase the player limit for games. Giovanni Daniels Cripps says, I hope they make the game mode infected. You mean like zombies? That I would like to see. Screw the original mechanics. Just let us run around infecting one another. Last man standing zombie survival. Innersloth, let's see it. Bryn Lafollette says, how many times did he say Among Us and imposter? 40. I said Among Us 14 times, I said imposter 26 times. How many times did I say it in this video? Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'm Patty D, and this is Top 10 Gaming.
That's how you bet. Sound check?
Yo, 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 it's your boy Patty D. What's crack relating? This game was streamed by a dude named Soda Poppin who helped raise this. What do you guys think the crewmates eat? Let me know in the crewmates.